a minute.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are here at week 3. The time is flying by. And to start off this week, we got some good old-fashioned Rocket League. Skep, how you feeling?
Feeling great, Gummy. Happy to have you on the Rocket League cast. The question is, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. We got some good games coming up. I'm excited. It's a bit of a rare treat for me to be able to, hop on the Rocket League cast, have a good time. This is a rare treat for me. This is a rare experience. I'm ready to enjoy it.
Yeah, man, it is always a good experience. I think you and I have casted a total of 2 or 3 different games now. But, I mean, dude, it's always been a fun cast when you and I have gotten to tear it up in the caster booth. Folks, let's give you guys a headliner on who is going to be opening up our Week 3 Mnvl action. We got defending champs Rogers in the building. They are kicking it off against St. Michael Albertville, the newcomers to the league, man. They have been bouncing back onto the stream after, I think this is their second appearance now in the last 3 weeks. So a few times on the stream, getting into the swing of things early, Gummy.
Oh, yeah. Trying to get their name out there as much as possible. And yes, it is their second time on the stream. So very good for them, getting their name out. That's what you got to do when you're a new school. You got to get your name out, play some of the big dogs. And what bigger dog could they play than the returning state champs?
Yeah, man. I mean, you said it right there. Returning state champs. And now, folks, moving back into the threes format, they have re-added Yumo back into their roster. So this trio is now completed again. The combination of Ren, Blue, and Yumo. This is a fearsome trio here, Gummy. And, you hate to be on the receiving end of playing against Rogers.
Oh, yeah. You never want to be on the receiving end. I know. My school knows.
Right.
We had our hopes crushed last state in the 2v2 tournament. I know firsthand experience how deadly this Rogers team can be. And I feel like St. Michael Albertville, they're newcomers to the league. They're about to get a quick lesson about how deadly some of these teams are.
Yeah, man, this is a real good showing of what it's going to be like if you make that run and that push for playoffs, what the competition really stacks up to be, because you're like really top tier Rocket League Mnvl material if you can beat a team like Rogers. This team has been there, done that, Gummy. And to be frank, they make quick work of the teams that aren't really ready for that next step in Mnvl Rocket League.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes there's just kind of tiers to the teams.
Yep.
Like you could kind of feel like there's layering between like the different like layers of the team. You got some people who are just kind of here for fun, some people who are a little more serious, and then you got this upper echelon. I feel like that's where you get your best. I mean, Rogers constantly up there, Burnsville constantly up there, and a little spoiler for later, North, recent addition, kind of proven themselves to be in the upper echelon, but that's a little spoiler for later.
Yeah, North is going to find themselves up against, I believe, Minnetonka in our second game of the day, and that is a squad that found themselves finishing in second place to Rogers last year in the duos, and trying to make another run now at 3-on-3. So seeing if they can make it to playoffs. They struggled their first season in threes, but now with a little bit of that playoff experience last season that Angel and Jin were able to get, it's making them feel a lot better. They added their third into the lineup, and I think they've been practicing a lot. We got to talk to Angel after the games last week. So North are riding a high of a 2-0 start to their week. And as well, let's not forget to add reverse sweep last week against Shakopee. So a really big W to come back into and find.
Oh, yeah, they're feeling great coming into this week, but that's for later. We got to focus. We got to just really laser focus in on our current matchup, Rogers, St. Michael Academy. Early predictions are going heavily in the favor of Rogers, but what do you think St. Michael Academy has to do if they want to be able to just get in, have a chance, really?
St. Michael Albertville, we've seen them once, and I believe they came out with the W when they were on stream. So it came off of really good pressure coming through for St. Michael Albertville, and they got to be able to play at a high level of pace, right? Because Rogers, they don't make a lot of mistakes, Gummy. You've seen it. They lock down their defensive zone very well. So with a limited amount of scoring opportunities being given over to the side of St. Michael Albertville, they're going to have to be able to capitalize on what scoring chances they get.
Oh, yeah, we know. Rogers has a fantastic lockdown defense. That's kind of the big emphasis of their play style is you can attack as much as you want, but there's always going to be someone there to save it.
Yeah.
And that play style really is just going to come into contact against their opponents this week.
Yeah. No. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Rogers are able to deny, and get away with these low-scoring games of, sometimes 2 or 3 goals. And if it's not that, they're blowing the game wide open with a 7 or 8 margin. I mean, this team can make a victory out of both scenarios. So a very dangerous opponent to find yourself up against. But the good news for the opposition of Rogers in STMA is it's early on in the season, right? So there's a chance that Rogers are not taking the game as seriously. I mean, we've talked about it. They've been there, right? They probably don't view their opponents as that big of contenders. I hate to say it, but at 1-1, when you're a team that has kind of made it to the finals almost every single season you've been a part of, you kind of start to make light of some teams that maybe you shouldn't. So that could work in favor of STMA. They got to ride that dark horse and unknown energy early on in the series. And I think they got to jump on this Rogers squad in game number 1, Gummy. They got to come out blazing.
I agree fully. They really just got to just surprise them. Just jump right on them.
Yeah, legit.
Take them out as quick as possible and just get into their heads. Play the mental game a little bit. Have one real quick game. And you said they last stream they played really stifling.
Yeah, they come out with some fire. Yeah. I mean, that's the way you got to play, right? You got to come out. You got to command respect early on in the game. And I think you got to set the pace of play, right? That's a big thing. Time of possession. How much are you in control and how much are you chasing the ball? Folks, we are getting word that we have both teams loaded up and ready to go. We will be hopping into game number 1 of week 3 Mnvl Rocket League action very soon. I am pumped up, Gummy. I'm looking forward to it. Any predictions going into our first matchup here between Rogers and STMA?
We talked about what they have to do. STMA, they got a long road ahead of them, but my money's on Rogers. They're just too dominant. Yeah. They're the returning state champs. They're the favorites. And oh my God, we're pulling right into it. And we already can see that prediction is accurate. Rogers 2-0 in the first 7 seconds of the game.
Yeah, man, that is quite bananas. 17 seconds. So,
17. My apologies.
A little bit longer than that, but still, the fact that Rogers has already found themselves up 2-0 is a staggering start to this game number 1. The opposite of coming out guns blazing, like we talked about.
Yeah, this is just not what you need to be doing. Okay, get yourselves on the board right there. Katrix, an early goal, found an open net. Maybe that's what you were talking about a bit earlier. They're just not playing as cautious. They just don't feel like it's a worthy opponent, I say in air quotes. And so they just have some holes in the defense that they wouldn't normally have.
Yeah, I mean, STMA, they find one, they cut the lead in half, and all of a sudden, a little bit of life back into them. But how long does that last? A big save made on the doorstep. But here comes Yumo, the third man, off the post. Not going to find it. Gummy. Chances coming for Rogers.
Yeah, big opportunity here. You can see Ren going up the wall, sending it down, but we got STMA right there, ready to play a bit of defense. Get Rogers a taste of their own medicine a little bit.
Yeah, man. I like the pressure. I like what I'm seeing early. STMA got to find a way to get some ball possession and get some control on this.
Oh, yeah, we're pushing real deep right now. We're going all the way towards their goal. Blue finds another one. We're up 3-1 early into this match.
Yeah, man. Early is an understatement. We still have over half the game left. You see Kadritrix going up top for the aerial, trying to contest that ball just a little bit late. I love the effort. It's there. STMA just a little bit behind the pace of play that Rogers is putting out. And this is a championship caliber team. You got to remember it. 4-1 and the onslaught continues.
Yeah, it is unrelenting pressure right now. A goal left wide open as both of STMA players went for boost. A bit of miscommunication there. A goal just wide open, and Rogers takes advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Rogers is one of those teams. They capitalize on almost every single mistake their opponents make, Gummy. Yeah, I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah. You just can't afford to make a mistake against Rogers. As Egan, I know that.
Yeah. Wow. Big save there. And Rogers, the scariest thing is, as good as they are offensively, they're just as good in the defensive end. It just doesn't seem like it because the ball's never down in their zone, Big shot, scoring chance here off the crossbar. The follow-up from Yumo, and it's a 4-goal lead. Rogers making a statement here in week number 3 to the newcomers, STMA. They're going to have to pay it the hard price like everyone else.
What a warm Mnvl welcome they are receiving right now. A 5-1 lead for Rogers. Things got to change, and we're only like halfway through this first game. This is a slaughter.
Yeah, STMA. Unfortunately, realizing the sad truth that this Rogers team, this is what championship caliber play looks like. Scoring on almost every opportunity they are given, wasting no time while doing it.
Yeah, we used the word stifling earlier. Rogers is just stifling offensive, defensive, every single aspect of this game. They've been in dominant fashion.
Ooh, good save. Shots come from anywhere. That's the scary thing as well.
Yeah. See, Yumo already with a hat trick. Same with Blue. I wonder if Ren's going to get on this action a little bit. They haven't really having any goals yet.
Yeah, I think Ren's up next. That's kind of the game plan.
Yeah, we need Ren's hat trick next.
Everyone taking their turn.
See, that's sportsmanship.
Or teamwork. I don't know if it's sports, but maybe team play. Teamwork.
It's good teamwork.
Category you throw it under. We'll see, though. This is the part where Rogers going for a little bit on the overcommit. One man back. STMA not getting anything more on that opportunity quite yet. 2 minutes of play left here, Gummy.
Oh, but here comes Yumo going from the side, but good defense from STMA. Perhaps maybe a change in the wind. Maybe we'll hold back on the accelerator just a little bit and leave with only a 6-1 game. I mean, a minute 49 left on the clock. That time is winding down. I think it might just be STMA. You just got to make it to the end of this game. Hopefully still alive and able to play game 2.
Right. STMA managing to hold them off for a little bit here. It's been about a minute and a half or so of gameplay now where Rogers have not managed to put one in, so it's slowed down a tad.
Yeah.
Now it's time for STMA to start to add to their own tally.
Yeah, this is when you score a goal to say it's not over. This is just game 1. Let's put a goal, put it on the board and say, hey, we can still do this thing. We just got to wait till game 2.
Very true. Most blowouts in the series come in game number 1, as it is mainly the feeling out process, kind of getting a read on opponents, seeing how they play the game. Game 2s are the much nail-biter, barn burner, more like experiences. So we'll have to see how that lives up to. But with 45 seconds left on the clock here, you'd say Game 1 is all but wrapped up in the favor of Rogers.
Yeah. We're counted down to the witching hours of a Rocket League game, and this one safely goes to Rogers. I don't know if it's even possible for SCMA to even score enough to win anymore.
And I'm down 5 at this point. Dominant play coming out from Rogers. You'd expect nothing less. Nice shot from Ren as it goes above the crossbar. Not going to find the mark. STMA trying to make a last push, last-ditch effort to add one more to their tally. But it seems as one is all they're going to get in this first game of this series against Rogers. Last chance, score one more attempt. Yumo up top, airborne ball. Blue going to go ahead and put that one right underneath the bar for good measure. Brazil coming out.
Man, that is just salt in the wound right there.
That's foul play right there from Blue.
Yeah.
Chippy little shot there, mate.
Oh no, are we going British for this cast for the
just for the end there, 7-1 is the scoreline. As you can see, I mean, Rogers, they show an offensive barrage to kick off this series, folks, and I mean, really waste no time getting out and showing this STMA squad what they're going to have to deal with if they want to come out victorious here today.
Yeah, if you want to play at the level Rogers plays at, if you want to play at that St. Champ level, if you want to lift that trophy above your head, this is what you got to be at. This is a lesson today.
Indeed. And it's just the scary thing is all these teams, you watch these teams play, Gummy, you watch them play, you study it, and then you get onto the field against them, and it's a completely different game, right? You're actually like, wow, this is a completely different pace of play than what we're used to. The coordination is just on a different level. You see passing plays that most of these teams are able to pull off, maybe one passing play a game, right? But Rogers are setting their teammates up on a consistent basis. There's so many shot and scoring attempts, Gummy. If STMA are going to have a better shot in game 2, they got to come out and score early.
Yeah, we got to see something. We got to see a tone setter. We got to say something that says, I'm not done. I ain't hear no bell. That's what we need, because right now, it seems like the ref is calling off the match in a TKO, because, man, it was a slaughter last game, but we're looking for change.
Looking for change. Couldn't put it any better way, and now STMA with a chance to start things out right in game number 2, but it's Blue up top in the danger zone, defended nicely. But now, it's the follow-up opportunities where they really get hurt. STMA, can they get this one cleared out for now? They do.
All right, Ren, goalless last game. Something kind of surprising for a player of his caliber. Normally he is one of the bigger players. They generally are one of the ones, they rack up the goals. And yet, we didn't see anything, so maybe a change to this game.
A couple of assists, a couple of saves, but indeed a quiet game for Ren on their score sheet. And you talk about it, Ren historically scoring some of the major goals for this Rogers team throughout their past. But this time it's going to be Yumo to kick out the scoring in game number 2 as he breaks the ice with a nice dish from none other than Ren. Beautiful pass coming out from them.
Oh yeah, the person of conversation that we were just talking about showing, maybe they're more of a team player now. That was a pretty nice assist to get that goal in.
And that's just the way it's got to be, right? When it comes down to 3, it's a selfless play style that will put teams and separate them from others. The best of players don't care if they score or get the assist. Setting up a teammate is just as sweet, but Ren going to go ahead and get themselves part of the scoring action as well from the aerial shot. That's a beautiful placement as well.
That is a fantastic placement. Just a ball sent from on high. What a fantastic goal. And now it's firmly in Rogers' advantage right now. They have the mental. They got it on the scoreboard. They just got all the advantages in the world right now.
Blue rocking the iced out Fennec. A cheeky little angle, not managing to put that one away. Now going to kick at the end of the field. A nice last-second scoring attempt. Kicked out nicely from Dylan. Ooh, big scoring chance for Kaditrix.
The only STMA player to go on the board so far. Kaditrix is so far the player to watch as the only player to be on the board for STMA.
There goes Blue now. Chance
Oh.
Gummy. Wow, that's just foul play. Rogers now playing with their food as the flip reset comes through for Blue. 1 touch, 2 touch. Make it a Blue touch for the 3-1 lead. I feel like Dr. Seuss.
Oh, yeah. 1 fish, 2 fish, blue goal. That man has been playing dominant so far. Really, honestly, kind of MVP of the set just so far.
Blue's been an MVP caliber player for a couple seasons now, and it feels like you can say it for Ren as well. This squad, and now Yumo adding himself into the mix as a trio, just one of the most dangerous trios we've seen in MNBL Rocket League. You know, we've seen a lot of greats, but this roster I'd have to rate near top 2, top 3 without a doubt when it comes to scariest Rocket League trios to play in MNBL Rocket League history.
I agree fully. When can we put the Mnvl MVP awards in?
You know, we'll have to see. We can see if we can work something into that.
Yeah, get the
Big
Academy.
Boss Man. Boss Man's a bit busy right now, so we'll have to get that one back into the schedule meetings docket later.
Oh!
Blue makes it a 5-0 start to game 2 as we have 2:50 left on the docket. Rogers wasted no time separating themselves from the newcomers STMA.
Oh, yeah, Blue in particular just proving himself again and again with each goal. Yeah, you know what? I'm MVP material. If you want to have a conversation about some of the best, dear God, I can't even have a sentence without Rogers scoring at will again.
What a play
Ren
from
now
Ren.
6-0. Wow,
just the
what
finesse on
what
that
it came
touch.
from Rogers. It's just,
Yeah.
they're playing so fantastic. They're finessing. They're just so good technically, offense, defense, all ends of the pitch. There's just no flaws so far.
Yeah, it feels as though it seems to be all praise for this Rogers squad right now as they go for double commit. Blue kicks it out front for the time being. Yumo now back down to Blue, who's going to put that one away, man. And it's all but a matter of time until Rogers is going to find the back of your net. Nothing you can do or say about it.
All right, Blue now with a hat trick in a 7-0 game. Nothing but a big goose egg on STMA's scoreboard right now. They need change desperately.
What kind of change do you make, though, when you're playing against a juggernaut team in Rogers? Not only
I don't know.
offensively, but defensively as well.
I don't know, but you need it.
You need
Because
something.
clearly
You need a
it's
miracle.
just not working out right now. Yeah, you need a miracle.
There's another shot from Blue. The shots come from any angle. That's the scariest thing. There's no such thing as a bad shooting lane for this Rogers team.
Exactly. You know, a bit of props to STMA. They have, at some points, had some good defensive plays. There's been some moments of brilliance where they've showed up, got some good defensive plays in. But overall, the Rogers onslaught is unrelenting. So even if you get those few defensive plays, there's just going to be another ball in your net right after you finish that good defensive play.
Big shot attempt. Long kick out here. Now on the backtrack. Rogers setting themselves up for a shutout performance.
Oh.
Yumo makes it 8-0. And all of a sudden, the only thing Rogers is chasing is double digits at this point.
I don't even know what they're playing for anymore. Rogers is just... They're just playing to, I don't know, keep putting points on the scoreboard. The game's over, and they're just keep on going. Man, this is just something to watch.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you can do, Gummy. Keep putting on while you're here, because it's not lasting forever. You got to remember it, but Kaditrix going to keep that only goal scoring factor for STMA right now. He finds the first of game number 2. 8-1 lead Rogers.
All right. Nice work, Kaditrix, you know. Still putting some points on the board. You know, the team call conversation afterwards for SCMA. Man, that's got to be rough. Kaditrix is being like, what happened, guys? I put points on the board.
Yeah, it's frankly, it's not an individual effort that matters on the Rocket League pitch. It is a team game through and through, especially in the threes server.
Yeah, you need a full team commitment. And right now, that's exactly what Rogers have. Each
Yes, sir.
part just clicking together perfectly as a machine.
Yes, sir. You said it, man. Well-oiled machine, man. No WD-40 necessary for this Rogers team. No squeaks. Nothing out of place. 8-1 as they are pursuing a clean 3-0 sweep, looking to put up 2-0 after this one. 10 seconds remain. And Gummy, 9-1. I'm scared going into game number 3 for STMA. What do you do? What do you change?
I'm scared as well. I think you just start saving the VOD so you can review later. Because this is not good. What you got to do is you just got to recollect yourself throughout the season. It's week 3. There's still 5 weeks, 5 more matches left to be played. Keep practicing. Review the VODs, because right now you are down double digits. You just got to review. You got to practice. Because right now Rogers is just that team. And STMA just can't do anything about it.
You know, and it's not even that big of a knack on STMA. This is really one of the best teams to play in Mnvl. This is a very hard team to play against, and they really show you what a fully stacked team looks like, because all 3 players can bring it.
Oh yeah, all of them together, just moving the parts to just put up a perfect Rocket League team, at least at this high school level, because man, they are playing like crazy.
Man, playing like crazy is one thing. What was it, 10-1 we just witnessed? So
yeah.
Rogers showing us that they have the makings to put up double digits. And this is no slouch of a team in STMA. Have played good so far from what we have seen in Mnvl standard. And, you know, you just run into the big guy sometimes a little early on in your career, right? There's no knock on that, right? So we'll have to see. STMA taking a substitute break. We had that listed going into the day, folks. So nothing against code there. Giving a little bit of a mental break too, right, Gummy? You got to take a reset sometimes.
You've just been under the unrelenting onslaught. A little bit of break is going to help. But I'm thinking about it. How much is this sub going to help? I mean, you're changing up the team dynamic. You're changing up the game plan, changing up the flow. You just don't have the same kind of... I don't know, because Rogers does not have the read on this new guy.
Yeah, there's 2 ways of looking at it. But
also, how much does STMA know, like, exactly, like, how their new player is going to play with them? How much do they click together? How much are they really teammates, or is this more of, like, a desperation substitute?
The way I think about it is said player has been watching how Rogers has been playing. They have the read coming into the set, Gummy. This is going to be the key game changer that STMA. The trap card has now been activated. The stage is set. Substitutes coming in with the weight of the world on his shoulders. Reverse sweep inbound. STMA. Calling it now. We'll see if that's the truth.
STMA. Through the power of friendship, will bring this reverse 3-0. I believe. STMA all the way.
There's definitely a script that has that one listed. We'll have to see if that is the card that's getting activated here today. We had reverse sweep magic last week, folks. STMA are going to need something special from this substitute player coming out of the woodwork, folks. So if you're cheering for that squad, let's hear it in the chat now. If you're Rogers faithful, you probably don't need to say much. Pretty sure your squad's going to take care of it regardless of who STMA put out onto that pitch.
All right, power
of cowboy hat.
The cowboy hat.
Welcome. Yeehaw.
Here we go.
Yippee-ki-yay, cowboy.
We got a cowboy person on the scene, ready to make this the Wild West, change the game plan, change the flow, change the whole deal. We're ready.
Absolute wild card flip of the switch, but nothing changing here. Blue kicks it out. He changes his car. That's what changed. Blue switches back to the Octane, and nothing to see here. Cowboy not going to be able to have a say about that one.
Yeah, Cowboy not quite able to get up there, but you know what? I feel like through the power of the Old West, through the power of friendship, they will take a game. I believe in STMA.
Hopefully STMA are
my
thinking
faith
that,
is being
but
tested and shattered in SCMA.
look at this, man. Every time that Rogers are getting a scoring chance, they're close to the right spot, but they're just a hair out of place, and they are getting punished every single time. Gummy, this Rogers team does not play around. Yes, they may play Rocket League, but they're not messing around when they're on the server. What a shot off the post for STMA. They can't buy a goal right now.
Yeah, they may be playing video games, but they're not playing games.
Very true. This team is
Put
scary.
that on a quote somewhere. Someone in the Twitch chat, put that on a quote.
Rogers plays video games, but they don't play games.
Exactly.
Blue with a rifle of a shot somehow kicked out of harm's way. STMA not out of the hot seat yet. Now, Cowboy Tayton coming through.
Making a push.
Trying to scrape something together. Not able to manage now. Yumo back downfield, but it's going to be Blue to find the final touch. And it's a 3-0 lead for Rogers.
I know. Just a massive 3-0 lead. I don't believe in SCMA anymore. I'm sorry. The power of Rogers is just too dominant. I mean, a 3-0 lead, it's been, what, 7-1, 10-1? It's looking like a repeat of the last two games right now.
It's really hard to play against this Rogers Rocket League team as they do that. Wow, big save. But now, another scoring chance. Blue still not out of the fight. Somehow keeping this ball up tight.
Ooh. Right now, ball in Rogers' corner. It looks like they're going to take that and may start making a push, but all right. Beta defense. Perhaps a scoring chance. Unless Yumo just grabs it and starts his own attack. We're just going back and forth a bit right now. This is what STMA kind of needs. It's to not just be under...
Yeah, this is what they need?
Yeah, this is what they need, guys.
This is exactly what they need.
Yeah.
A turnover at midfield. Blue coming on in. Nice flick shot. And so close to making the save. They are so close. Like, it's sad that Rogers is scoring as many goals they are. Because STMA are not playing that bad defensively. Like, you guys might call me crazy for saying this. But they're near the right spot. They're so close to making some of these saves. It's just the speed that Rogers plays at is so hard to match, Gummy.
Yeah, you're close, but you're just off. You're just not there yet. That's kind of the situation SCMA's in right now. Rogers are just too dominant. They have too much experience. They've been playing for way longer. And it's just showing here today on the pitch.
Very
as Ren
true.
gets another one in there. They're now at 2 goals this game, 5 shots. The unrelenting pressure continues.
Yep, and STMA are learning the hard way today, folks. As it continues, 5-0 in this one. Rogers trying to close on out with a 3-0 in this one, and so far, looking to be the case here.
Yeah, this is not looking good for STMA. You gotta just watch the stream back, review the VODs a little, and just try to figure out, you know, how can we take this as improvement?
Yeah.
How can we get better?
Wow, Blue.
As Blue knocks another one from the corner.
The impossible angle, man. Look at this pass from Yumo. Chip shot pass up top, and look at who's here. Blue with the front right of the corner. Beautiful bottom left corner placement. I mean, dude, this kid's an absolute sniper.
Yeah, it's just insane.
He's playing FPS while they're out on the Rocket League pitch.
Get that man.
It's marvelous.
Get that man on Valorant.
Give that man a chamber, tour de force immediately, and call it a good night.
Oh yeah. I think he might be playing the wrong game.
Nah, this kid's way too good at Rocket League to not be playing it. This squad in general, Rogers has found themselves something special in this trio. We'll see if they can make that repeat run. So far, nobody's been able to repeat a championship in Rocket League in Mnvl. That's the big goal. That's what people have been chasing.
Oh yeah, and Rogers is making a strong case for being first. They want to be the first ones to do that feat, and they're kind of proving it here today.
They're starting to show why. Yeah, that's what I will say. Still more to be proven. Still more contenders to show themselves. But today, Rogers going to reign supreme and improve to 3-0 as they commence I mean, this is kind of their final run, too. The last dance. I believe all three of them in their senior season, or at least two of them.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
This is their last chance. Last chance to play. And they want to make the most of it.
Absolutely.
And with 40 seconds left on the clock, they've made the most out of this set. It is going to be a 3-0. 3 dominating games. Rogers is just looking good as they move on in this season.
Yeah. Rogers, 7-0 lead, 31 to play, folks. And this is, I mean, if you are from the school of Rogers and you are not gassing up this Rocket League team, you are doing something wrong, my friends. My goodness, they are on one. Ooh, look at that.
Ring the church bells from on high. Spread the word. The state champs are here, and they're looking for another title. They want some more hardware for that case.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't they? Yumo trying to create that case. 8-0 lead. Rogers continuing to pour it on here in game number 3.
All right. 12 seconds left on the clock. Can you reach double digits? That's the only question Rogers is asking right now.
Can you reach double digit? I am not thinking you will, but Rogers somehow
6
telling
seconds.
me otherwise. There's still a chance.
We're real close. We're real close.
Man, oh man. This would be something. 6 seconds, making the push. Double digits on the line.
Are we going to see it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, ball's in the air.
But
now it's a game of keep it up. Oh.
Goes down low, and it's not going to happen. It's a 3-0 sweep regardless. Thanks for coming out, STMA. But it's all Rogers to kick out the starter in week number 3. Gummy, I mean, you just witnessed what state championship Rocket League play looks like.
I did. I saw it last season. I just saw it again. Rogers gave a very warm Mnvl welcome to STMA, showing them how it's done around here.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's one way to say it. Rogers is a team that makes very little mistakes. They make the most of their enemies' mistakes. I mean, dude, it just feels so hard to play against this Rogers team. And you and I don't even have to play. The other players, these guys are the ones that have the hard time. You and I are just sitting here watching the absolute masterclass being put on week after week from this Rogers Rocket League team. And we got nothing but praise here on the caster desk here today.
Oh, yeah. It's just been absolutely fantastic. I mean, the world was expecting the Rogers victory. The odds for the channel point prediction was 100% in favor of Rogers. Everyone expected them to walk away with the W today, and that's exactly what they did. But STMA, they walked away with a lesson. They learned that we need to keep practicing because there is a long hill to climb.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one way that you just take it, you know, rub some dirt on the wound. It's not the end of the world. This is a high class team that you just ran into in Rogers, and they're a defending state champion for a reason. So as long as you know that this is literally the team that is defending the current title and crown for the game you're competing in, you're like, all right, if that's what the top competition is like, then we kind of know where we stand. We're a little bit behind pace of play, but that's understandable if this is the best of the best. So you take it, you smile it off, and then you look back on the VOD at what you can do better, because that's all you can do at the end of the day, folks. GG's to both of our teams for coming in and fighting through it. Rogers walking away 3-0. STMA walking away at a 1-2. We will catch both these teams in the following weeks, but for now, we head to break, folks, as we get ready for game number 2 of North taking on Minnetonka. We'll get back to you with more Rocket League after the break.
just draws it out a lot more.
Yeah. Rupture Panda throwing that now. Rupture Panda kicking off the
Hodgepodge.
It's Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge
coming in with the firebomb. That's gonna do it. Can't allow a freebie like that to close out a game that's been as tight as this one. The shot! Not gonna land it. The rebound denied! Are you serious? Don't tell me the third! Take it! What?
Wait, he might.
Wait a second.
Oh my goodness. He has it.
What?
What? From what?
He's running out of mana. But he's still bumping him.
Here at Concordia St. Paul, you will have the opportunity to earn a degree, make lifelong friendships, and play a game you love on an esports scholarship. For more information, visit csp.edu/esports.
We're back with game 2 of our 2 matches we have for you tonight. And we got a pretty good matchup here between second place North and Minnetonka. Skep, what do you feel about these two teams?
Man, I'm feeling that this is going to be a solid matchup between these two squads. We just saw a 3-0 to kick out the day. I fear that is not going to be the case rolling into series number 2. North coming in at 2-0 to start out their season, but they had a troubling time getting to 2-0. It was not an easy road. They got it via a reverse sweep last week. So, nothing coming with ease. North having to fight for this 2-0. So feeling like what they have is hard earned. And that's a good spot to be at, right? Not sitting on a Rogers 2-0 where you're kind of knowing that you're a little bit above the competition, Gummy. North having to fight for it every single week. Tonka, historically, a solid Rocket League school, coming in at a 1-1 record right now. Looking to kind of prove themselves. We've seen some of these players before. Odisk and Unstoppable, very familiar names. Aspectix, the third to that squad. So I'm looking forward to both of these schools here today in game number 2 here, Gummy.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to seeing how they play, especially Minnetonka, because right now we know North. We know they got second place last 8 in 2v2s. They got a bit of a chip on their shoulder coming into 3s, Couldn't quite make it last time, trying to make it this time.
Yep.
Bit of a chip on their shoulder, but Tonka, a little bit of an unknown.
Yep. A little bit of an unknown and, not crazy state appearance, show through, right? Still looking for a breakout season coming in with this squad. So for Minnetonka, you got to cover your basics. You got to start out with keeping North off of the scoring sheet early. And dude, I don't know if it's possible to lock down Angel defensively just because of how that he is, but you got to try to contest every ball that Angel is going for, folks. We are loading into game very soon. Get the predictions in while you can. We have North taking on Minnetonka. Game number 2, our second and final series of day number 1, week 3 Mnvl action. Gummy, let's get into it.
I'm so ready for this. I'm ready to see North. Looking into this, I feel like before we get into it real quick, we got to address the Angel in the room. The highest ranked player out of all the players in Mnvl, currently in SSL, a dominant player, but you never quite know. And we're going to see that now in the match as we get right into it, starting off with a quick demo.
Yeah, that's a way to kick into it. Get the blood flowing early. And an early goal for Odisk. Minnetonka gonna start out with a quick one. That is a way to get the series rolling in your favor, especially if you're the underdog coming into it.
Definitely. I mean, right now, you're the underdog. You're 1-1 against a 2-0. Generally, numbers say you should lose, but the numbers don't tell the whole story. Angel coming in from the side, keeping this game even.
Yeah, and then the immediate answer from the man we were talking about pregame. It is Angel, superstar player for this North squad, evening things up at 1 apiece.
All right, now in North's corner, pushing a little bit, but a nice clear from Tonka, and we're down to some classic back-and-forth Rocket League action. This is kind of good after experiencing last match. The big blowout. A much more even back-and-forth matchup. I think that's what we need.
Yeah, that's normally what the league consists of. Sometimes there are outlier matchups, like when you take on a team that is the reigning champion, and that just happens to be a team like Rogers. Here, though, for Minnetonka, North specialized in duos. The third man gave them a struggle in their first season, but now trying to prove that they've been there in 2s, and that experience has brought them up a level. And so far, have been so good.
In 3s, teamwork is so important. It is such a big part. And ranks do not mean everything. They are not the whole story, but they do provide a little bit of detail. And we know from ranks, Angel, very high-level player. As another teammate, I'm blanking on the name, I apologize.
Legion.
Another pretty decent solid player, Legion, yeah.
Yep.
Pretty decent solid player, but the third is just not quite there. Like, doesn't have the same amount of hours, same amount of experience as those other two have.
A little bit of a separation. Most teams, that's just the case. Most teams aren't as well-rounded as a school like Rogers, where all 3 pieces can do every single thing. right? Every single thing the game offers and requires. There's kind of levels to the gameplay.
Exactly.
And most schools are working on it, as is normal across our games. But, you know,
you need that
it's
teamwork.
special. It's special to have every player be to that extraordinary level of gameplay.
Yeah, you need that teamwork, especially in threes. So that's the challenge North is going to have to face if they want to take...
dangerous ball.
Oh, that was dangerous. But if they want to come back this season and really actually take that state championship title after just barely missing out on it,
Angel.
Ooh. Nice work there from Angel, finessing that ball into the goal. A very, very clean tech to get it right under one of the Tonka players. Very nice goal.
Yeah, what a goal indeed. Angel finding his second of game number 1 and now gaining the lead for North first time of this set. Going for the hat trick quickly, going to get a demolition on his way out. Making
Very
quick
nice.
work of the defenses. Another shot opportunity cleared out in the nick of time from a Spectix. Well played there, and a nice clearing attempt for North now.
All right, Otis maybe trying to push this offensive a little bit because you got that one goal a little earlier, but now a little quiet on the offensive end from Tonka.
A little quiet indeed, and now things coming back the other way. A Spectix, a chance. Minnetonka gonna find one. 2-2. Tonka evening things up.
There we go. They needed to find a little more offensive footing. They needed to find a bit of an in, and there they have it. Now 2-2. Tonka keeping it even, and North looking to close out this game. I mean, there's 2 minutes left on the clock, and that time just keeps ticking down.
1:40 to play here, folks. All knotted up at 2 apiece. North had the lead, but Tonka evening things up, and now it's anybody's ball game.
Oh!
Unstoppable makes it a 3-2 game, and all of a sudden Tonka reclaimed the lead.
Very nice work there from Tonka. Now, the underdog going into this, now up. This is looking very nice for Tonka, as long as they can hold on to this lead. There's still 1:30 left on the clock. It's short enough where you can hold out, but just a bit too long for it to be safe and comfortable.
How can you say anything is safe and comfortable with a player like Angel on the other side of the pitch? You know the man's dangerous. You know what he's capable of. Tonka got to stay on that pressure. Can't give North any opportunities, but that is exactly what they're looking for. A minute of play left. Angel down the stretch. Can't quite find the last touch here. Gummy, Tonka have to play sharp defensively.
Yeah, they got to play absolutely fantastic. We just got the minute remaining on the clock. We got to hold out for 50 more seconds, and you take game number 1. You just got to hold. But that is a difficult task when Angel now has the ball and is looking to make a play. Aspects gets a nice clear push of it to the corner.
Vision though, the chip shot around out front. Angel, it's there. The shot is
it's there!
and the man strikes true. Hattie coming through for Angel.
All right, now we need to see either one of these teams get a quick goal. I think in overtime. In overtime was going to be interesting. But a quick goal is what both of these teams want right now, so I expect to see a lot of offensive play right now.
Wow.
Oh.
That was a disgusting shot from Unstoppable.
I need to see the replay on that.
Absolute rocket from midfield. It bounced off Vision's car. And it just goes directly bar down. Tonka reclaimed the lead off a wicked ricochet.
Wow. That's got to play into the mental a little bit.
No time to think about it, though. It's in the past. 20 seconds left on the clock. If you're North, you're only worried about knotting this thing back up and giving yourself a chance. Vision downfield, and it's good! Just like that, back to 4-4.
Found the opportunity. Now
What a
here
pass,
we are.
what a shot.
4-4. We got a game on our hands, folks.
Absolute
15
game.
seconds left.
Absolute gamers stepping onto the pitch today. 15 seconds remain. North trying to regain the lead. And Tonka trying to start the crowd with a major upset. 4 seconds.
Oh.
Shot goes wide. Time gonna wind down. Ball airborne.
Oh.
And Unstoppable gonna win it for Tonka.
At the last possible moment, the timer had reached 0.
Wow.
The ball in the air, still in play, takes it out. Tonka 5-4. Wow.
That is just unbelievable, man. What a pass from the corner. It goes out front, a bit of a bicycle kick from Unstoppable to put it top shelf for the win. Tonka, crazy last second winner in game number 1. And now if you're North, back to the drawing board. You know, you've been here before. It's not that big of a deal to drop game number 1, but for Tonka, a very solid start to this series.
Oh yeah, for Tonka, that meant the world to them. Because for Tonka, that's mental buff right there. You just took a very close game in the most clutch factor possible. Spirits riding high. You're feeling great. That's going to come out in their gameplay. They're not going to feel bad in their gameplay. They're going to go for a little more, maybe a little more risky stuff. They'll feel more confident. They'll go for it. And I feel like for Tonka, that might mean they might walk away and beat North, the second place team from last season.
Man, you got to play with confidence. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. And right now, Minnetonka showing that they have that under their belt today. North, how do you respond to Minnetonka's game number 1 efforts? We're going to get right back into it with game number 2 starting up right around the corner. I'm excited though, man. North and Minnetonka both showing a very solid pace of play, and both teams giving it their all, man. It's been a fun series so far. Looking forward to game number 2.
I'm looking forward to it as well, Skep. I'm really looking forward to how this match is going to play out. Unstoppable going quick and going hard there. Going as fast as he can for this goal. Finding opportunities.
Look
that
at that,
aggressive
Gummy.
play style just
Look at
paid
that.
off so much.
Ijin tries to chip it out midfield. Odisk forces the turnover, and what Minnetonka have done so good, tracking down those passes from their teammates. It is Unstoppable to find the first goal of game number 2, and just like that, Minnetonka back on the pressure, back up 2 now as Espectix gonna put one away on the kickoff. Unstoppable, beautiful angle.
What a dominant match we are watching from Tonka. We are just barely getting into this one and already a 2-0 lead. The task is firmly on North right now to start this comeback. Do you think they can do it?
I mean, I know they can do it. I've seen it before, but just what a shocking start, and now a bar down save coming out last minute there. Minnetonka stepping it up defensively, and they're going to need it. Nice ground shot from Ijin, not quite going to find it. As Angel now from up top, dancing his way in close. What a defensive effort from Minnetonka. Second shot, not going to find it. North now have to backpedal their way defensively and take care of their own end.
Yeah, look to clear this ball and just find a way to chip down, because we're a minute into this one and still no goals for such a fast-paced game. Tonka is going to keep scoring as much as they can. So in a game as fast-paced as this, you got to keep up.
You got to stay on the pressure for both of these squads. North desperately looking for an answer. Still 2 unanswered goals in favor of Minnetonka. North, the team in blue, trying to pressure it back downfield. The wait, the patience from Angel, not quite finding his shot.
No, not quite. Aspect clearing it out a little bit.
Up top, Angel, dangerous ball. Back out front, Ijin is there, doesn't quite find a shot. Now coming back to midfield. This is danger.
Has an opportunity.
Kicks
Clears
into the corner.
Okay, goes to the corner. Teammate picks it up.
Good ball. Cleared out. The third man. High shot. Rebound attempt. Cleared out of danger. Now back on pursuit. North trying to chase this one downfield. Angel with the angle. Not quite going to find it. Defended nicely.
All right, this type of gameplay right here, I'm feeling like it's going pretty good for Tonka. Just throwing the ball back and forth.
Wow, Minnetonka.
Yeah, throwing the ball back and forth, waiting for an opportunity, goes in favor of Tonka. And another thing to keep in mind, the more the ball just goes back and forth and doesn't go in a goal, that timer's just going to keep ticking. It gets closer and closer to Tonka's victory.
Indeed. And now up 3-0, Minnetonka starting to separate themselves.
You know, Tonka proving themselves perhaps a dark horse for state contention. Not really
Still
making
a
a
lot of
name for
series
themselves
left.
last time. You know what? I'm making a call right now. Pull this clip up at state if they make it and they make it far. Pull this clip up.
Alrighty.
I'm making my call because right now they're playing really well on all levels of the game. They are clicking on all cylinders, moving well.
They've
And I
definitely
feel
stepped
like-
up, but a lot of time left on the clock. 2 minutes of play. Angel trying to wait out the defender. Patience not going to matter. Good demo comes through. North still looking for their first of this game. Defended nicely. Not able to find it. In Minnetonka, standing tall defensively. Ishin, though, downfield. Good shot. Double commit for Tonka. Ball into the corner. Now another opportunity. Angel
looking
chips
to
it
make a
over one
play.
defender. Not going to happen, though. Tonka playing sharp defensively. Gummy.
Yeah, very, very sharp. Keeping that goal as clean as possible, but
Uh-oh.
Angel looking to make it a little dirty.
Wow.
Hops on in. Wow,
Clip
what
that,
a
bro.
goal.
That was foul.
We just need to
Woo-wee.
watch that
Look at it.
replay.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Okay. The
Bounce.
bump, flip, reset, down under. Down under, mate. You can take that one out back. That was foul
why?
play coming out of Angel. 3-1. North starting to breathe back into this game. 1:35 remaining on this game number 2. And now, Bard with the chance, kicking it downfield. Back to his teammate Ishin. Tries to carry it up top. 50 goes the way of North. Nice clear down under. Unstoppable. Can't get it past the third man. Trying to gather some boost. Angel now up top. This is where he's most dangerous, where he's up near his heavens, his home. Not quite going to find that second touch. We're going to refuel the tanks, though. Head on back to home base. Oh, in the demo, this is trouble. Good clear from Ishin, though. Just a minute left on the clock, Gummy. All of a sudden, North starting to sweat this one.
Definitely. I mean, 50 seconds left. The time is ticking. Each second just flowing by North right now, and they can't afford to lose any more time because they got to score at least 2 more goals to throw this thing into overtime with only
Yeah.
35 seconds left on the clock. You got to go quick.
Down 2, just over 30 left to play here, folks. Trying to bring it back downfield. It's the hero that North need. Angel!
Joel.
You already know he's going to put it home. The demo's the cherry on top from his duo, Ishin. Let's look at this play in real time. Ishin goes straight to the net, clears out the goaltender, wastes no time. He knows Angel is going to take that one straight to the house.
Very, very nice. And now 24 seconds. 100% doable for North. It will be difficult, but they can do it. They are a fantastic squad. There's
shot,
a
though.
very good chance they walk away and we
head
push
goes
this thing to
wide.
overtime.
Oh, demo. All of a sudden, though, ball going back into North's direction. They got to get this one down the length of the field. They are running on fumes of the clock to do it. Ishin kicks it downfield, but Aspectic's going to kick it high. Shot, one more chance, and he's going to close it on out. Minnetonka find themselves up 2-0 after game number 2. What a,
Yes, they
what a
do.
finish.
Just what a finish. Tonka, very, very nice, moving 2-0 in the series. You know what? We've seen North be able to do it before, but can they do it against this Tonka squad?
Yeah, I mean, you just said it right there, Gummy. North coming off of a reverse sweep last week, folks. But it seems as though they might have run into a bit tougher of competition, or maybe Minnetonka has just been on a heater since the morning they had woke up. They had that omelet fresh in the morning with some toast and a cup of OJ, man. They are raring and ready to go. But, I mean, you know, you talk about it, right? If there's a team that can pull it off, it's going to be North.
Yeah, they can do it. If any team can pull this off, it's North. I mean, they got a fantastic player in Angel. They proved themselves last season. They look very strong, and they just did this last week. This isn't anything new to them. They literally just did this.
Yeah. Yeah, not unfamiliar grounds. North showed their best game of the series in 3 and 4 last week. And if they were going to repeat that process, it's got to start right here, right now, folks. Minnetonka looking at series point. We get into game number 3 right now. Let's get it going. This is going to be an exciting game 3 for this matchup.
This will be. Tonka looking to close it out. North looking to stay alive. A battle of survival right now. And as we started early, the ball is up, going towards the net. Angel got a... Ooh, just barely misses the ball. Maybe could have pinched it a little bit to a teammate, but not able to make any plays there.
Trying to come out aggressive, though. North not wanting Minnetonka to get their game plan going early, as that's what's costed them the last couple games.
They definitely do not. Right now, really, really pushing.
Here we have it. Good clear. Ball up to midfield. This is a high bounce. Ishin, a nice bounce shot, and that's going to be what the doctor ordered. North strike first in game number 3.
North playing very, very well. Striking quick. Finding a nice, good goal. Tonka, for this whole set so far, has not been down. At least early on. I'm pretty sure game 1 there was a moment they were down. But they haven't started any match the losers. So that's it. A bit of an interesting change right now. This is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, very interesting. North obviously wanting to get it off to the right start, but Minnetonka finding the answer at the 4:06 marker. And a nice one at that. Odisk going to be the recipient of that goal. And now a little bit of trouble for the side of North.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. I mean, 4 minutes left on the clock, an even game at 1-1. Both sides looking to make a play. Ball's going to go into the corner. Angel maybe make a play. No, Isaac's there!
Wow. What a finish coming out the way of North. And it started with Ishin downfield. Angel off the back wall. And it's just the follow-up from his duo to find the closer. 2-1, 3:52 to play in this one. North regain the lead.
Very nice work there from Ishin. Closing that up. I'm pretty sure that's now 2 goals,
wow.
But Unstoppable answers back as fast as he can. Now,
shit, man, that's unbelievable how quick that answer was. Right off the bat of the kickoff.
Yeah, we're keeping this thing even. We're not letting anyone run away with it.
No separation markers allowed in this one. We stay knotted in this grudge match between North and Minnetonka.
Both of them looking for plays. Angel now with possession of the ball. Boost running out. Won't be able to make as nice as a play as he probably hopes for. And it's cleared to the corner.
Good ball here. Odisk now kicking it upfield, but a quick turnover. North trying to regain some control in this game, as Tonka have been in charge of the series.
Oh, yeah. The ball kind of just sitting in midfield right now. No one really taking too much possession. Eisen making the first real big push in a bit.
Deadlocked,
and gets a demo off of it, too.
Good pass. Angel not able to control it. Cleared downfield, Unstoppable. Back out to midfield. Off the post. Good turnaround. Nice shot, and it's Minnetonka regaining the lead. Nobody else but Odisk to find it. Good pressure from Unstoppable. A nice bounce pass, and the immediate follow-up from Odisk. Tonka playing an excellent game.
Tonka is just insane right now. They're playing out of their minds. Going into this set, I have to admit, I was not a Tonka believer. My money was on North. But now I have been converted. Tonka are playing fantastic right now. North is also playing fantastic to keep it even each game with them, but Tonka just has that little extra something right now that lets them close out these games of victor. And right now it's looking real nice for them.
Yeah, right now, Minnetonka trying to prove everybody why they are a team to be feared moving forward in this season, and trying to debunk a squad that finished in second place last season. Still off to a very good start, and still a very hard-fought match from North, but right now, Minnetonka has been getting the better of them.
Yeah. Tonka just has the download right now, really understanding how to cut through this North roster. The game still fairly even, though, with 2 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time for North to get another goal and push this thing to overtime, or even just a flat-out win for North. However, for Tonka, they got 2 minutes to hold on to this lead, or maybe even grow it even further.
No boost left in the tank. This is a dangerous ball. A nice flick, though, to keep it airborne. Angel, awkward angle. Not able to find it. Now Odisk up top. Trouble if Minnetonka find another one. Can't allow that if you're
Definitely.
North.
If Tonka find another one, this game is pretty much over, except in a miracle from North. Because that clock just keeps on ticking. We're almost past a minute. Yeah, if Tonka finds something here, the game is done. But if North can even this thing up, Angel making a play, finds an open goal.
Oh, it's up top. It's a high ball. Lord coming through. Can't quite find it. 50 seconds now and counting as we approach crunch time, folks. Game number 3, and it's match point favoring the orange. North.
That's gotta find one. Just one goal. That's all you need. Tonka has just got to hold onto that lead with everything they got if they want to walk away with this 3-0.
Trying to clear it the length of the field. Turnover at midi. The Spectix comes through for Minnetonka. Back out front. Dangerous ball. Angel now clears it over to the right side of the field. Tracking it down. Trying to put some pressure on Minnetonka out front for Isian. Not quite going to find it. Lard coming through third man. Not there in time. It's unstoppable. What a goal, man. What a goal. And with 16 left in a 2-goal separation now, things feeling a lot harder for the North camp.
This Wood, Tonka absolutely playing out of their mind right now, getting some fantastic goals. They are the underdogs going into this. We cannot forget that. And they are proving themselves that they deserve a spot along with the best of the best.
Yeah, Minnetonka, folks, they showed up today. They put in the absolute work. Angel gonna find one. And with 1 second on the clock, if the ball goes high enough and deep enough into the Minnetonka zone, there is a sliver of a chance.
There is
that is only if
of hope for North, but it's only a
goes
sliver.
up.
The ball goes to the corner.
It's airborne.
Ball is up.
It's kicked hard down south, and it's Minnetonka with a 3-0 sweep. Somehow.
Tonka has done the impossible. There weren't many believers, but now Tonka a 3-0 match. The odds for this was 9-1 in favor of North, and yet Tonka finding a way to close it out.
Oh my goodness. That is quite the upset, folks. Week number 3, MNVL Rocket League absolutely delivers as Minnetonka hand North their first loss of this Rocket League season. They will fall to 2-1. Minnetonka now improving to 2-1. And, you know, for both teams to be at a 2-1 record, it feels right. That was a very hard-fought series, and that's probably one of the better series we've had. Granted, it went to 3-0 fashion. North really gave Minnetonka a run for their money in every single matchup, and it was a hard-fought series. So my hat is off to both of these teams, and firm handshakes to all players involved, as that one felt fun to cast.
It feels weird to have this be a 3-0 considering how close each of our games were. It doesn't feel right. The score does not accurately reflect how the match went. But you know what? At the end of the day, a 3-0 is what the people will remember.
Yep.
Tonka walking away with it.
Yep, indeed. Gummy, that is all that we have for today. I want to extend an appreciation for you stepping on to the Rocket League cast. It was a pleasure having you here. You absolutely killed it, good sir. We will keep your name in the docket, and we will get you on the future broadcasts when it is required, good sir. I think the Rocket League cadets here at MNVL would appreciate that. You killed it today.
Put my name down. Put my name down in the list.
Let me go ahead and write that down right now. Gummy Narwhal signed today's date.
Thank you.
3/20/2023, folks. Thank you all for stepping on out to the MNVL Rocket League stream today, Monday. We got plenty more action coming up tomorrow. We will be kicking off with Smite, folks. That is going to be lots of fun. But For more, you're going to have to wait. For now, it is goodbye. Have a great rest of your Monday night. You guys take care. We will catch you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock.